Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first edition of the Untitled Roundtable. Introducing our panel of hosts. First, from North Carolina, we have Alan, Ship, Shipe, Shippy. Nobody knows what his name is. On to the next. From Houston, Texas, we have Steven Ramirez.
Well, that was a
From some small town in Florida with the population of -4, we have Ronelli. And from Oregon, it's Dustin. And yours truly.
It's like nothing.
It's yours truly, the Master of Ceremonies, Remy Black. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first the Untitled Roundtable. What's going on, people?
Not a fucking thing.
Actually.
That was probably I had to try to keep a straight face the entire time.
Really?
Because I forgot how to pronounce Alan's real last name, so I was kind of like, Shippy, Shipe.
He's like, ship.
Shippy.
Shipper.
You actually got it right the second time, because when you said Shipe, yeah,
it's
Shipe. Yeah, when you got it right the second time.
Erwin R. Shipester.
You got it right the second time? Kind of sounds like the same thing you would do when you're in bed.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
I was going to ask the same thing, but
What, did your balls in the
Awkward.
Your footsteps.
Yeah.
Who's walking and talking?
Me.
Nelly's half woman, half bullet.
You're half what? Polish?
I'm walking around shaking my hips because I think my hips don't lie.
God, Steven, shut up.
You know, Alan?
Too loud.
God damn it. I hope your dog dies.
I don't have a dog.
Whoa! That's pretty damn serious.
Don't piss off the volcano.
I don't have a
Damn.
dog.
No, don't piss off the...
That's serious stuff.
I hope your dogs die. That's like saying, I hope your parents die. Like, that's just mean.
Damn.
I hope
Alan's atheist.
Remy's personality dies.
Ruthless.
Wait,
He
what were
dies
you going to say,
every time
Steven?
I said Alan's atheist, he don't care.
You're Jesus!
It's like, after we die, we don't go anywhere, we just go into the ground and
No, my TV went out.
bug.
Oh, you're God.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, your God.
OYG.
So I think people have gotten the idea by now that we don't have a set topic in the Untitled Roundtable.
No,
It's just-
You don't.
unless we can make fun of the video that shall not be named.
The video that shall never be named.
Never, ever.
By the way, if you ever want to stay tuned, for those of you, if you don't know, as time will progress, you will come to find out that all 5 of us here at the Untitled Roundtable are very huge wrestling fans. Actually, 2 of the 5 here are actually going to be professional wrestlers, myself and Rainbow. So, but other than that, we will mention a certain somebody who we will not like to give a whole lot of credit to, but if you want to follow at Zach Disaster for probably the worst wrestling footage you will see on the face of the earth, please do so at
I can't believe
Zach
we're giving
Disaster.
that. I can't believe we're giving that motherfucker airtime
You're
on our
giving him a
show.
plug.
On our show.
They want to see wrestling, not a fucking porno audition.
It's like
I know,
watching
right?
the Divas match.
Okay, so
Exactly.
here's a question for everybody in the roundtable, since everybody here has seen the match that should not be named. Okay, has everybody here seen that Jackie Gator match that Remy was talking about yesterday?
Yes.
It is horrible.
Okay, so
sad.
have Dustin and Steven, have you guys seen it yet?
Did you watch it?
French.
Yeah, you saw the 30-second clip, didn't you, Steven?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Dustin, did you see it? Dustin, did we lose him?
Hey yo, Dustin Dallin douche, where you be?
Well, okay, anyway, since we're all, like, the majority of us are here, okay, the match that should not be named,
Oh,
or
let's skip
that
that.
Jackie Gator match, which one was better? Compare the two, now.
I'm sorry, but Jackie Gator wins
Yeah,
that one.
Jackie
Landslide.
wins by life.
Jackie wins by
When
a
that-
damn
I
landslide.
like Smile.
When
Jackie
that
Gator
match-
was better.
When that match is better than
It
the
was
match
better.
that should
It
not be
had
named. Oh my god, what does that say about the match that should not be named?
Jackie Gator makes Zach Disaster look like the most horrible wrestler in the world.
Well, that's because he is, but that's not the point.
Yeah,
But Zach
I'm really
Zach Disaster makes Jackie Gator look like freaking Natalia. Like, Natalia's like one of the best female wrestlers, out there right now.
Zach Disaster's debut wrestling trampoline, whatever the fuck you want to call it, match, seriously was so goddamn boring. I mean, I got more entertainment out of taking a shit than watching that fucking video. It was absolutely, like, it made my eyes bleed. I mean, I'll say this, I've said this like 400 times and I'll say it again. After watching the video, this is the part 1 video, because sadly there are 3 parts. After watching part 1, I regained my virginity!
Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch. That.
I felt like I should have been arrested for watching that. I really did. I felt like I should have been arrested as a
So,
child.
who here's gonna
I
watch
felt
the
like I was
third part
very-
when it's released?
No, I felt like I was looking Death. Like, if you guys watch Family Guy, you see Death on, like, the character Death on Family Guy. I felt like I was looking Death into the eye. I felt like he was gonna, like, at any given moment, I was gonna, like, just croak. Like,
I felt like Chris Hansen was gonna come arrest me for watching this horrible child pornography type of wrestling, choking, scat porn. Oh,
The punishment will end.
I can't.
By the way, hey, watch the
Box
video.
in my
We will
head.
provide the link for you in the subscription box. But we,
Oh god,
we are
we're gonna spread the nightmare?
Watch it.
Why would we spread the nightmare though? That would give that
That I
motherfucker
just
like
boxed
view
with my
time.
headset on.
Not much airtime. Everybody could be making fun of his dumbass.
Well, that is true. It would create a wave of hilarious comments. So yeah, we will do that.
Return.
Funny.
By the way, if anybody wants to know, Zach Disaster is only like, what is he, like 8 years old or something?
13.
You should all know.
He's 13?
Don't
he's
make
I really
13.
feel like I should have been
You should all know. Don't make fun of his hair, okay?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
he secretly and accidentally revealed to me that he shaved his pubes and made it into a wig, and now he wears it on top of his head because he's like necessarily bald or something. So just stay away from the hair. It's bodacious. I'll tell you that right now. But don't talk about it.
diabetes. I just felt that needed to be thrown in there.
You are one dumb son of a bitch.
Diabetes.
And I'm the dumb one in this
He
group?
really is.
Dustin, you've been the quiet one.
What?
It's a tie between you and Remy, Justin.
You've been the
You know
quiet.
what? Ranelli, freaking Ashaka Wanaka,
I'm
Watermelon
not-
Drea, freaking Williams. Why don't you shut your freaking pie hole, okay?
Yeah, okay, why don't you make me? Stop
I
being a
like
little bitch.
pie.
Okay? Stop being a bitch.
Nelly,
Fuck you.
I really like pie. You ever tried
that's
to have
really
sex with it?
awkward. There's a girl in this room.
You don't like pie?
I like pie. And cookies.
I like pie too.
People.
What kind of pie?
Putang.
Apple.
This old
Hey, Rainbow, let me ask you a question. What's it like to breastfeed?
pubic tie.
I don't know. I've never had a kid.
And
I
Steve
mean-
You never
I
tried breastfeeding a
imagine it
dog
would
or
be
something?
awkward because one
What?
time my brother, when he was a baby, he bit my mom's boob.
Did she bite him
Hey, have you ever
back?
tried to breastfeed a
My mom was
dog?
breastfeeding my brother one time, and he bit her boob, her nipple.
Well, did
Still-
she bite her? Did she bite him back?
I don't think she would bite her kid back. No,
Well, that's no fun.
Completely.
I don't think so.
That would be child abuse.
Oh,
I think Steven's hired in the Empire State Building.
if my kid bit my nipple while breastfeeding, I would judo kick it to
Epic
Africa.
fail, Dustin. Epic fail.
It would be a punch.
At trying to describe my madness right now. You're saying I'm higher than the Empire State Building. Epic fail. You failed. Just like your dad's condom.
Oh, baby.
Damn.
Ouch.
Damn.
I felt that pain all the way to Florida.
Let your burn.
You're not baby.
That was funny.
There goes Dustin again.
Dustin down and douche went to
This
Clark's-
connection's like having a major seizure right now.
Who?
I would just like to
Serious.
point out that I am the only female in this group.
Not really. You got Alan, but he's kind of half and half.
What the fuck?
Is
You
half,
Lady Gaga?
is half vagina, half
He's a little monster.
Alan's always asking me if a penis and a vagina, when they touch, he always asks me if that's a bad thing. And then
Alan,
Wait,
sooner or
what?
later confirms that he has both. He confirms he has both, which I find to be rather disturbing.
So he is Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
One
the
special.
hell?
If I want to try to sell
Produce
one,
one special,
children asexually.
the only one per day.
reproduction went all crazy on your
Yeah.
ass. DNA
That'll be
cells
hot.
are, what the hell?
Sorry.
I think
You okay over there?
Dustin
Say somebody just
coughed
coughed
up a
up a
demon.
motherfucking lung.
He just coughed up a demon. Alan's atheism is spreading all the way to Oregon.
Damn.
I am a religious.
Well, at least Oregon will no longer be boring, because
Toss up Lucifer.
Isn't Oregon like a witchcraft state?
No.
Don't they have like isn't the town Salem in Oregon?
Yes, Salem witch.
They have an
The
angel
Salem
of here.
witch trials. People know you're back in history.
Yeah, I see. I knew something happened there.
Nothing happened
Salem
down
witch
here. They have an angel.
You live near Salem, Oregon, Dustin.
No, but I
Destruction.
can't you. But I protect them because I'm an angel.
You're an angel.
Yes.
Motherfucker, please.
I'm the ugliest angel you've seen.
You're about as much of an angel as Alan is a freaking. I don't know. I can't. I don't want to insult Alan because I feel like I'm gonna hurt.
I was
feelings.
gonna say, like, I think Steven said Christian, so I was gonna go with that one. I think that's what Steven said.
I did.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's go with that one.
I'm angel as Steven is a skinny boy.
And Justin
Steven looks like Unico.
Who looks like Kuniko?
Steven.
Shut up, Remy, with
The
your
nerd looks like Ryan.
Remy, I swear to God,
Kuniko is hot.
walking around with your triple meat burger, Whataburger chitin, bitch. I hate you.
Wait a second here, Raynelli.
Waterburger.
Raynelli, hold on here a second. Let me process what you just said here. If Huniko's hot and Steven looks
What?
like Huniko, does
What?
that make you think that Steven's hot?
I wish I had sound effects right now because it would have been the perfect time for sound effects. You motherfuckers.
I just put her on blast. You think Steven's
I don't
hot?
know. Cause Huniko's how he dresses, how he acts, like he's so Hispanic, and he has like that accent, it's like,
Okay,
yummy.
okay. Let me ask a
He
question.
wants him to Steven Strudel.
Let me ask a question. Just don't toast it!
This guy says she wants Steven Strudel.
Well, let me ask a question. How the fuck do I look like Huniko?
You look Spanish, man. You're Spanish.
Because you do.
I don't think
That's
he
the
looks.
best
I
way
don't
you
really
do.
think. I don't think he looks. I don't think he looks like Kuniko.
Did you not? Were you not?
I don't think. He
Wait,
looks
what'd you say, Steven?
I said, shut up, Alan. Walk around looking like Willy Wonka.
He's the Mexican fish to Steve Urkel to me.
Ooh.
Steven.
Shut up, Dustin, with your pubic hair beard.
I'm pubic cat.
Dustin Diamond.
Pew.
The salad, what, Diamond? Yeah, he kind of looks like him too.
I'm
Dustin Dallin douche.
Awkward silence.
What does Remy look like? Let's pick on Remy. What does Remy look
Orange Sparkle.
Sounds like someone's thunder.
like?
Okay, now I'm gonna put my annual pitch to recruit people. Okay.
Alright, now for advertisements.
What advertisement?
I'll say, what are we fucking advertising?
Are we doing an
Well,
advertisement?
advertise the Be a Star campaign and advertise China's
let's sing
porno all at
the
same
Farm
time.
Rage song.
This shout out goes to Boston. We're Boston strong. There we go.
Too soon,
There you
man.
go.
That wasn't
Boston.
too, like, that, wait, what?
He said shout out goes to Boston. We're Boston strong.
Do a shout out.
Shout out to Mexico. Long live the power.
Of Hunico! Alright, so we're gonna discuss the events that took place this past week on Monday Night Raw. Did anyone watch the show?
Of course.
Yeah,
I watched some of it.
watched all of it.
So what were your thoughts on the way they're building up the main event between, for Extreme Rules between Ryback and John Cena?
Well,
And where do you think...
Okay, wait. First of all, is Ryback heel or face?
he's heel, so
No,
he's supposedly a heel, but he's just so bad
Okay.
that he can't do
Yeah.
either one.
Yeah.
You can't take him seriously in
He's
either
better off
role,
with
so...
the more thing.
I mean, he talks like a fucking
Let's
gorilla.
talk about this.
like you.
No, but see, no.
About
You know, speaking of the Shield, I don't understand why the Shield keeps coming down and attacking all of them. Like they're
Hey, I
involved
don't
in
care.
one
As long as I get
one
to see, as long
storyline.
as I get to see Roman, and as long as I get to see Dean Ambrose.
Okay, listen. I don't understand why they keep bringing up the Shield in the main event feud when they clearly are feuding with Team Hell No, and now I believe the Undertaker. So they're involved in two different feuds. So the whole thing between the Shield, Ryback, and John Cena needs to like only be between Ryback and John Cena, not.
Because they're that badass that they could do two different freaking.
Yeah, but think of it from a logical standpoint, not just because I love the Shield. Oh, I'm a mark for the
Ladies and
Shield.
gentlemen, there's one
Okay.
conclusion. Indie wrestling indeed matters.
Yes. And you know what? I'm not a mark for the Shield. I'm a mark for Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, especially Roman.
You know Roman Reigns didn't have a take one single bump before coming to WWE, right?
See what?
Yeah, he
You
did.
know-
He was in development for like 2 years, 2 or 3
All
years.
right. Well, I'm kind of he never did anything outside of WWE character.
Well, a lot
Which
of these
I
guys
think is
have.
lame.
Like
Which I
half of
think
these
is a
people,
cop-out.
half of
That-
these people didn't. Like Cena was on the indie scene for like I think like under a year before signed by WWE, working in California. Randy Orton just walked in the door at OVW, but pretty much his dad got him a job with WWE. They gave him a look, and he got signed by WWE. So a lot of
I'll say The Rock was the same way.
usually-
I mean, he
Yeah,
got
I
a
know
job
that,
through his
but
dad, so...
look at-
Don't be hating on my Roman, okay? Don't hate on
Hey,
him.
right now,
There's not much to hate on.
What?
There's not much to
No.
hate on.
Let's compare.
Oh, there's a
though.
lot. There is a
I'm
lot.
a Cena fan. I'm a Cena fan. But let's compare the wrestling abilities of the guys that went to Indies and the guys that went straight to WWE
but
development.
you know what? Let me stop you there, Destiny, because there's some indie wrestlers that are fucking. Well, I don't care how long they've been on the indie scene. They're just bad.
I know that.
They get so comfortable wrestling in front of 5 people that they put on a show that like is worth $5, not $100 ticket that you would pay to see WWE. Like it's not even that serious. So not that whole statement where they came from indies are automatically good is not a true.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care how good Antonio Cesaro can wrestle. He is boring as shit. I cannot watch him. I'm
I don't
sorry.
know that whole yodel thing.
I can't do it. No, I can't do it. Like
What
it's
is
so
yodeling?
boring.
No.
He's so boring.
You don't know what yodeling is? Is that what you just said?
No, I know what it is, but why is he doing it?
Apparently,
I'm not gonna
there's a story going around that WWE has heat on him, so they that's why they kept him off of the WrestleMania card, and that's why they're making him do this whole yodel gimmick. So I think it's funny. I don't know.
And they
I
don't like about him.
don't know. Maybe he did something wrong, or I don't know.
I mean, I don't see how,
Maybe
though,
Russell
because
and
he's a workhorse for them, though. I mean, I don't...
Swagger could smoke and be on WrestleMania. Yeah, Antonio Cesaro probably said a little joke backstage. And
Yeah, but no, not Swagger though. Swagger got like the ultimate form of like disrespect. If you watch WrestleMania, he got a jobber entrance at WrestleMania. Like
Yeah.
I've never in the history
know.
of WrestleMania have ever seen someone get a jobber entrance at Mania.
Yeah,
yeah, they just give Shawn Michaels an entrance.
but...
Well, that's what happens when you get for smoking weed and getting caught by the police.
I know, but I mean,
Exactly.
I'm just saying in the history of just that happening, I've never seen something like that. And apparently, the people who were in attendance, they said that he didn't even make an entrance during the promo. They just like snuck him out in the dark along with Zeb Coulter, and they had a car like roll down to the ring to make it seem like he made his entrance during the whole promo, but in reality, he didn't.
Wow. Well, he screwed up. So
Yeah.
can't blame anybody but
To
himself.
be honest with you, I think that they should have put Randy Orton in that spot. They had the first opportunity. I mean, the way that the Elimination Chamber match ended, I mean, I was pretty pissed. I was like, really? This guy just comes back and he gets a push, and he's not even like good on the mic, and he's like
But Jack
somewhat
Swagger
decent
didn't-
in the ring.
Jack Swagger never just came back. I mean, he's been around.
Well, no, I think the last
He
time.
had just started getting back, like winning matches, maybe.
No, he was literally off TV for like a good 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, he really was.
He was on. He was.
Yeah.
off
Well, he's just
for,
so
like,
boring,
6
you
or
just
7
never
months.
noticed that he was gone.
Yeah.
No. He really was off of TV like for 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, 'cause
The
he
last
thought
time he was on
AJ was
TV,
leaving.
the last time he was on TV was when AJ was general manager.
Yeah.
Like right at the beginning, he said, "I'm taking a break," and that's when she was like, "Why is everyone leaving me?" and that's when he literally took a break from TV, and he just basically, I think they sent him
Did
home
he
or
have a
something.
baby at the time? So
No, he already had his baby.
oh well, damn. I don't know what the hell his problem is.
Yeah, so they literally just took him off of TV. They had, I guess, enough to do for him, and then they give this role that, you know, to come back with Zeb Coulter. I think the whole his push is not even solely based on his ability. I think it was just a reason to bring back Dutch Mantel, aka Zeb Coulter.
Yeah.
The Monopoly guy.
Because the guy, Jumanji guy, as Alberto Del Rio calls him. And speaking of Alberto Del Rio, I cannot stand him as just a character. I don't know. I
can't really stand him as a face. He just
Yeah.
really
no, as a heel, he's terrible.
Okay,
As a face,
here's
he's
my view
terrible.
on it. Alberto Del Rio as a face, it feels too
Forced?
rough. Like, yeah, it feels too forced. Like, he doesn't. I don't think he likes it because it's not good.
I don't
for
think
him.
he's found his niche
Some
either
people are better
way.
at
Like, his
skill.
character overall has just
Yeah.
been...
No, I mean,
He's basically a Mexican JBL.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
With a ring outfit.
It's just a recycled
No, not only
gimmick,
that, I mean-
basically.
Alberto Del Rio, I mean, as a heel, like, every single promo is like, something, my destiny. Something,
Yeah.
it's destined. Something,
And
something,
money.
perro. You know, that's basically all he
Yeah.
says is that, and I can't get behind it. It's sad because Ricardo Rodriguez is an excellent performer. If you ever watched any of his matches in California, or just in NXT or FCW, the guy can go, and the guy is like, for like, being not in the most shape, the guy can go. Like, the guy can really go in the ring. And he's way more over than Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, really, I just think he has more charisma than Alberto Del Rio.
He has way more charisma
A lot
than
more.
Alberto Del Rio.
See,
The guy's hilarious.
nothing to take away from Alberto. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, his gimmick is just kind of, what's the word to describe it?
Boring as fuck.
It's just kind of
boring.
It's just kind of boring. I mean, as a wrestler though, he
Oh yeah,
pretty damn good.
he's very, and he's really stepped up his game as far as like incorporating all these like luchador type moves that, you know, just to kind of, I guess, pay homage to his, you know, to his dad.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's really cool, you know, for him to do that. But then again, it's like, you can do all these really cool moves, but I still can't get behind your character, because once the match is over, you pick up a microphone, you start speaking, and it's like, holy shit, where do I change the channel?
That's
Yeah.
very true.
And it's like, oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to hear you talk anymore. Another person who I've grown, I don't hate, I really don't hate, but I just, for some reason, they just annoy the living shit out of me, and because it's just too much of it on TV, is not one person, but two, The Big Show and Sheamus.
Yes. Sheamus
With
especially.
Sheamus, I like Sheamus though, but for this face turn dude, they pushed
It's
it
boring.
way too damn hard, and it died
I always
out so
liked Sheamus
quick.
as a heel. I think Sheamus is much better as a heel.
I know,
he was
as a heel, he's really boring. Like,
I like
I don't know, he can't really cut a promo. At least, see, the thing I give to Sheamus though is he's pretty funny as a babyface. Like, some of the stuff that he says is like, it's just like, there's like stories about like his family in Ireland or whatever. I find it to be hilarious.
And
Like,
the crowd is really behind him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
the
they
crowd is
were.
really, really
They
behind
were before they started working him and shoving him down everybody's throat every
Yeah.
single week. Raw, SmackDown,
sure.
main event. I mean, Saturday Morning Slam even, he wrestled
Yeah.
every single night basically, and everybody was just like, okay, we have seen enough of this guy in the past 6 months, it's fucking sickening. We need something else, and the crowd reaction is just, except for the little kids of course, it's died
Yeah.
down extremely.
Like, one person I really want to see them give the character change to, because the guy is just like, he's really good at what he does, and I give him props, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I'm a really, really big Randy Orton fan. So, I mean,
I'll give you props too, because I have been a Randy Orton fan since the beginning, dude.
yes, so, I mean,
The only time Randy Orton is entertaining to me is when he's a heel. I
mean-
don't like him as a face.
no, I liked him as a face in the beginning, but then, after
'Cause
the
it was
world
new.
after the world title run with Christian, and then they just basically didn't know what to do with him, and he got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Like, he went from being a main
Yeah.
eventer to main eventing pay-per-views to now being involved in like stupid handicap matches, like on the middle of the card, or just being booked in matches for the sake of matches.
But
Like,
that-
now he's like Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett is in the same rut.
But don't you
Like,
think
they
a
don't
lot
know
of
what
that
to do
comes
with-
from having two wellness policy violations on your record?
No, because the WWE,
Sure.
like, they freaking love Randy Orton. And
Yeah,
his,
but why would you?
I mean, but
why
here's
would
the
you
thing
push
though, they
someone
may
if you
love
start getting in
him.
trouble?
they may love him, but if they want to put him, if they put him in, you know, something big and put him back, you know, in the main events and he fucks up again, he's gone. He has to be gone. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Dude, you know how many people I mean, this is just me. You know how many people I think that have gotten away with so many wellness policies, like just so many like wellness violations, and they just keep it so hush hush and they don't mention anything because they're such a top commodity within the WWE that they don't want to lose money. Like, can you imagine if John Cena were to get busted on a wellness violation? Do you really think they're gonna risk that and announce it out? No. And, you know, and of course they're not. They're not gonna risk it because John Cena is like one of their top money drawers, regardless of what people say. Oh, we hate Cena, blah blah blah. You still buy his merchandise. You still put money. You still put money into the programs, the merchandise. Mm-hmm. You know, you still put money into the product. So therefore, you're still contributing to, you know, his character. And if he gets suspended, you know, by WWE, you know, it's going to be a major loss for them. They won't know what to do. It'd be like them finding out they go bankrupt. They would just go crazy.
My thing with John Cena is, I'm sure he's a really nice guy in person. Maybe he is.
Oh,
I don't
really
know.
Is. I've met
he does
him
a lot of hard work
really
for the community. He does a lot of charity stuff. His character in the WWE is what drives me crazy because the guy is pushed so many times, and I understand that the kids love him. I do understand that. But there are a lot of other guys on the roster who could use a little bit more spotlight than John Cena always hogging the spotlight. And I know it's not his fault, but it's just, it's so annoying to me, and I don't think that's fair.
But then again, you have to also realize something. A lot of these guys, they're given an opportunity, and when okay, so let's put it this way. You're a wrestler, and they say, you know what, you're gonna be in a match on Raw, and you get 5 minutes.
I know what you're saying.
No, but I'm saying though, within that 5 minutes, it's up to you to really put something magical together to do what you gotta do. And a lot of these guys, they get this opportunity and they blow it. I mean, look at someone like Tyson Kidd.
When John Cena retires? What the hell are they gonna do when John Cena retires?
And eventually they're gonna have to push him. This is why they're pushing the Shield. This is why they're pushing, you know, these guys like Antonio Cesaro, Wade Barrett, and The Miz, and, you know, these guys that are eventually going to be the next flow, the next generation.
I mean, The Miz is done. I'm sorry, but The Miz is done. The Miz is so boring now. He had his shine, he had his prime, he was great, or whatever. It's over for Miz now. I don't even think he can even make a comeback. Heel or face, it's done.
But my question is, like, what's happened? Where'd he go after he lost the title that night on Raw? He hasn't been on TV in weeks. He must have got pissed off.
No, apparently he's been filming that
doing a TV show or a movie or something?
he's doing a new movie, some Christmas movie that's coming out.
I thought he got extremely pissed off that they
even gave him Ric Flair's like finisher to even try and make him better or make him more appealing, but it didn't work. Like
it was fine until he botched it. It was fine until he botched it one night on Monday Night Raw.
That night when Ric Flair was on Miz TV, that was the worst freaking promo. It was so hard to watch. Even with Ric Flair. Like, I don't know what was wrong with Rick that night, but that was just so boring. And then that was the one time I was glad to see Antonio Cesaro come on my TV screen. And that's really saying something, because Antonio Cesaro is the first off the team from.
I mean, but back to the who's going to be the next face comment of the WWE. I seriously see it as Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I see those two, honestly, being faces of the company later on.
I see Seth Rollins as, like, mid-card or upper mid-card, but I definitely see Dean as, like, Dean's going to be the breakout star.
I mean, I like Roman. I like Roman, but I followed Dean and Seth for many, many years, and those guys have the package, the moves, the abilities, the mic skills, everything. So I definitely see them as being.
I will give Rollins props for fixing his mic talk, whatever, because he had that really bad lisp. So
no. See, here's my issue. Seth Rollins as a heel, it comes across as like, I mean, he plays his character very well. Don't get me wrong, and I enjoy everything.
He looks like a natural face.
Yeah, he has the look of a natural baby face. If you watch him on NXT, like, the crowd's so behind him because he just comes out and just like swinging his arms in the air, like, to this really like heavy screamo rock music, and the people love it.
Yeah.
But then you see him come out as this like real serious, but like, that's like.
Well, everybody picks him anyway as being the face when the Shield does break up.
And Dean's gonna be like the heel.
Because
Dean's gonna main event.
natural heel though. If you watched all his
Yeah.
promos before,
I love him.
yeah, it's
I
like
love
Dean
and
is
he's
like
a great
crazy,
talker.
psychotic
He's
heel.
a great talker. He reminds me a little bit of Roddy Piper.
You know, he reminds me a lot of Brian Pillman.
Yeah, he reminds me of Brian Pillman and Roddy Piper, a combination.
Like,
That's who he
and
reminds
it is
me
so good. And then you have someone like Roman, who I've seen, you know, evolve in FCW. But then again, like that's another one who's just better suited as a babyface because as a heel, it just seems really, really forced, and it's not a good look.
Unfortunately, I can see Roman falling off the radar, much like the whole Samoan line of family, the Usos, and I can see him going down that line and ended up basically lower mid card type of deal.
But then again, this all ties back into my whole gripe with WWE not pushing talent. But you have to realize they give these people opportunities. You know, they don't just compete on TV. These people compete at house shows. They get opportunities to grow as a character, to grow in developmental, to grow, on these, to learn how to talk and present themselves better, especially when they're doing media and they're promoting the product. Yeah. Take Tyson Kidd, for example. The guy is absolutely phenomenal in the ring. You put a mic on him and he's absolutely terrible. Like the guy just bombs in the mic. You have someone like Derek Bateman. Is very talented, very funny guy. You know, I wish his personality would shine more, but just for some reason he just chokes when he's on the mic. You know, then you have someone like, Johnny Curtis who just had this
Dirty Curdy.
Yeah, Dirty Curdy Johnny Curtis was probably one of my favorite characters on the last season of NXT before NXT became like an actual show. Like it was like a season type show.
Yeah.
With eliminations. Johnny Curtis probably had one of the most entertaining characters, that whole creeper, I'm gonna rape you in my van type character.
Sloth Memmy.
Yeah, basically that's what he was. He was like a sloth. He was like a sloth of the WWE, and
based on Alan's personality.
Yeah. And
thank you, Steven, you asshole.
He just shined, and then when they gave him this Fandango character, I really knew off the back. I said, this guy's gonna be gold. I
didn't see it. I honestly thought that this would be. When I first saw the promos, I was like, oh my god, why are they doing this to him? I didn't see it working out, but I really have to say I was shockingly surprised at how well he's doing. So good props to him.
Well, I think there's a couple factors that he can thank for it working though. Yeah, definitely one being Chris Jericho, and two, the New Jersey crowd. Both of those he can thank heavily for the fan dipshit working because, see, I like Johnny Curtis, but this gimmick is fucking awful. I think it is just awful. But that's just me. I mean,
I like it because I get to see Johnny Curtis be weird. Because he's naturally weird. So I love it. So
he's very like awkward in a sense that it's just like, it almost makes you uncomfortable to watch.
But it works.
But it's not like an uncomfortable, like, I fear for my life uncomfortable. It's just like, holy shit, this is just really weird of what I'm watching on TV right now.
But then again, it's so weird you're drawn to it.
You're drawn to it and it creates great television. Like, when, I wish they would have gave him the chance to be Dirty Curdy on live TV. Like, I think that would have been also, it would have been gold because the guy is just so weird and so awkward that the people are just be like, they'll either do one or two things. They'll either just say, what the fuck? Or they'll be like, I like this guy because he's really eccentric and he's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why his whole slogan and was, let's get weird. So I think that not only that, apparently Jericho was not happy because Jericho apparently said when he came back to WWE, around the Royal Rumble time, he was supposed to finish his program with Dolph Ziggler and head into a feud with Ryback at WrestleMania, but apparently they didn't want that. So they decided to pair him with Johnny Curtis. And
to be honest, I wouldn't want Jericho to be main eventing anything because his ass always leaves and comes back with some cryptic
No. He wasn't gonna main event. He was gonna feud with Ryback, like have a match, a promo.
Yeah, so
he was supposed to have like a storyline with Ryback heading into WrestleMania with Jericho being the heel, but they decided to bring him back as a babyface. Either Jericho the heel or Ryback the heel.
I read it was going to be Ryback the heel the first time, but then...
So is that what it was?
Yeah, Ryback was going to be the heel and Jericho was going to be the face, and they were going to go into WrestleMania, but, like, I wish that would have happened, because I would have rather have seen that than the atrocity that was Mark Henry versus Ryback at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
absolutely terrible. And
they just threw that together.
Yeah, it looked like they really just planned that like moments before they went out, and it was just horrible. All Mark Henry just basically was doing was bear hug, bear hug. It reminded me of that dreadful Oksana match.
Where she was using the headlock for 5 minutes.
She used the headlock for like the whole entire match against Caitlyn.
Oh, God.
Do you remember that match?
Yeah.
I was so behind her when she did that awesome freaking spine buster on that Christmas match, and then she wants to do like the headlock of doom, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's trying to stop.
Yeah, this one was like really behind. She's like, oh my God, Oksana, oh my God, it was a beautiful spine buster. She like snapped Alicia Fox in half, and oh my God. And then she has this terrible match, and I can tell Caitlyn was kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it reminded me of the Bella Twins a couple weeks ago on Raw when they fought, I think it was Brie or Nikki, one of the two, that fought against Caitlyn. Yeah, against Caitlyn.
They kept doing the same, and
the Bellas, I'm sorry, which Bella was it again?
I think it was Nikki. It was Nikki
Bella.
because
All she kept doing was like an arm bar hold the entire freaking match, and Caitlyn kept trying to do like some sort of offense move, and all she kept doing was, and all Caitlyn kept getting was just an arm bar. I was like, we don't know what we're doing.
The Bellas ass left and thought they could come back without even training before they came back. They came back with the same old moves, so it's boring and it looks stupid because you're just doing repeat of moves. At least if you're gonna come back, learn something new.
No, but you know what? I always thought that Brie Bella was the better wrestler.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree that Brie has some more like diversity. I think Nikki Bella's problem is that she's more hesitant in the ring.
Brie's nicer, Brie's prettier, Nikki's uglier, Nikki's faker, and Nikki's meaner. End of story.
I think the whole problem is that
Brie's dating John Cena.
No. I have always not liked Nikki. Brie was the better Bella. To me, always. But the fact that she's dating John Cena now, and now, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm glad that they didn't super push Nikki and win that Battle Royal. I'm actually okay with the fact that it was AJ.
And speaking of AJ Lee, another person who I kind of have a gripe with when I watch her wrestle in the ring, and I take this dates back to me watching her compete against Caitlyn, which actually you can watch this week on NXT. Is Caitlyn versus AJ for the Divas title. AJ has apparently been taking notes from Dolph Ziggler with the overselling. Mm-hmm. And it is probably the most hilarious thing you could possibly watch, especially in person, because it looks like she's a fish out of water. And
especially with the spear, I'm gonna even say with the spear, when Caitlyn hit the spear, that sell on that was like, holy shit.
Not that serious.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, selling a spear, that's good, but damn, that was like, what the fuck?
When Caitlyn hits her shoulder tackles on AJ like does like, I don't know if you ever seen The Rock take a stone. I know you have.
Everybody's seen The Rock take a stunner.
He takes a stunner and he does like 3 backflips before he lands on the floor. That's basically how AJ is when she takes a shoulder bump. She just starts like swimming like she's having a seizure.
I'm tired of AJ. So tired.
And then people are complaining because I was watching the video. I think it was not on YouTube. It was on Daily Motion, but I was reading the comments on another place, and they're like, Caitlyn has the worst Divas title reign ever, and she's a terrible champion.
You know what?
I'm gonna defend
Caitlyn. I'm gonna defend Caitlyn, and Remy, you know how much I do not like her.
She doesn't like her because I like her.
They're too busy. No, I don't like her. They were too busy pushing AJ and pushing AJ this, AJ that none of the divas got any chance in the spotlight whatsoever. Caitlyn, they're doing nothing with Caitlyn now. Now they're trying to get her with AJ, but before they weren't doing anything with her. So it's not really, I don't think it's her fault. I think it's WWE's fault for not realizing, hey, there's other divas besides AJ.
Now they're trying to push her as the attraction diva because now they're starting to feature more merchandise of Caitlyn on WWE Shop, and they're trying to include her in more media appearances. Apparently, since Eve Torres took just basically said sayonara, they needed a diva who's going to step up and do all the media and be WWE's quote unquote it girl, and it wasn't it was Kelly Kelly before it was Eve Torres. And then when Eve left, then you had when Eve left, now they needed to fill that void of who's going to be the girl who's going to carry,
I thought it would be AJ.
And it was AJ at some point, and they really messed up her momentum when they decided to enter this whole scenario with Dolph Ziggler, John Cena, that deal. Like, I thought her job as GM was perfect. Like, I thought it fit her. I would have, liked to still see her as the general manager.
No, I wouldn't. No, I would.
And it didn't bother me. And people were complaining that there was too much AJ on TV, and
Yep.
it was just not good. And I mean, it didn't bother me. I mean, I think it got interesting when Tamina made her return, and I wanted to see what they were going to do with AJ and Tamina, but they just kind of.
Tamina's boring as paint. Like, I can't. I'm ready for them to bring up Paige, Summer Rae.
Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture on my Facebook wall?
No.
It was a picture of I think it was Chris Jericho dipping Summer Rae, and it says Summer Rae makes her debut in England, and then there's a picture of Paige on the bottom saying, "What the fuck?"
I think that's so stupid how Summer came before Paige. Paige is awesome, Paige is best, but okay. I would like to see Paige, Emma, Audrey, and Sasha Banks be called up already.
I think that Audrey Marie, I think she's hilarious.
I don't really think she
I watched her match against Emma from Fan Access, and her interaction with the crowd was just absolutely hilarious.
Let it be known right now that we are not telling you to add Remy as a friend on Facebook, because he is one irritating son of a bitch. So I am highly advising you. You're ruining it, damn it!
Don't add me on Facebook, because I probably won't add you back. I don't add people I don't know.
Don't add him. Don't encourage him, because he's irritating.
But I think that Audrey Marie has the potential to be like a very good not crazy, but just kind of like she gets irritated. Not even Mickey James. She just gets irritated by what the crowd chants. I mean, if you watch, they were chanting "You can't dance," and she's like having a verbal argument with the crowd while in like a wrestling hole, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
You know what I thought was hilarious? When everybody thought Shaw Guerrero was gonna be like this beast of a diva. Yeah, no, sorry people, sorry to let you know.
Apparently she's supposed to be coming back in the next year or so.
I don't want her to. She got you when you are a third generation superstar, especially like the daughter or child of it's Eddie freaking Guerrero, and you're getting "You can't wrestle" chance. No, that's not okay. Like, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, wasn't it that like Audrey that they were chanting "You can't wrestle" because she I think botched Gory Bomb on Audrey Marie at like an NXT taping.
She botched.
She botched. And speaking of botches.
And she had that annoying freaking gimmick. Oh.
Love it.
No.
But another person who's really irritating, and you want to talk about irritating, is Zack Ryder.
Yes.
And Zack Ryder, I'm sorry, but I was so behind this guy. Like, I was so, happy.
I think everybody was at the beginning. When he first started, Z True Long Island Story and started getting over, and it was everybody was like, yes, push this guy, let's see this guy. And then it reached the peak when he won the, was it US title?
US?
Yeah, when he won the US title. And then ever since then, it was like, okay, I'm gonna bitch on Twitter about not being on Raw. I'm gonna bitch on Twitter about not being on SmackDown.
What killed his momentum was the whole entering the storyline with Eve Torres, and then the whole
John Cena
Kane thing, and using Zack Ryder basically as the human punching bag for Kane. And basically
Kane came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Kane basically comes out of nowhere, kills his momentum, tries to drag Zack Ryder to hell, and and it just killed all type of momentum that he had. And then later on in the year, he's not featured on TV as much.
So he bitches about it on Twitter, though.
Yeah, he bitches and airs his grievances on Twitter, and it's kind of like, dude, there's people that are not even signed yet, and you don't hear them bitching, complaining. Relax.
I mean, they're working their asses off, and you're just...
Yeah, exactly, and you're bitching. Look at Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins is, proud as shit if he gets, 2 minutes of airtime on Raw.
Isn't he out with an injury right now?
Who, Kurt Hawkins?
Yeah.
No, he's back.
Oh, is he back?
He just worked the tour.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken. And it's really irritating, to hear him complain, and then he makes another Z True Long Island Story video, and then he drops the title, And if you get like the pun there, he drops the title and he throws all his like gear on the floor and he's like, "What am I doing?" And now he doesn't take care and spike his hair. He looks like, you know, he just slicks his hair back now. He's like, "Look at me, I'm Bradley Cooper." You know, so it's like, I don't know. They don't either want to do one of two things: either push the guy, give him a damn title, or freaking just let him go, cut our losses, and finish the job.
There's a couple people they need to do that with.
I mean, look at JTG. I don't know.
How the hell does he have a job?
This guy still has a job with the company. He's been with the company since 2007.
I mean, we can sit here and name a list of people that need to be cut right now.
Well, I mean, see, I'm trying to think. You have JTG.
Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder's another one.
Bateman.
Great Khali.
I like Oksana, though. I just wish they would do more with her. Like, when she was a blonde on NXT, I thought she was freaking hilarious.
The Great
She's
Khali
better
is
as a face.
obviously stand out in the cut category.
No, I'm just saying because if you ever watch FCW, and they only aired it here in Florida. I think they aired it online too, just so you can like watch like on YouTube, whatever. She had a show. It was like the Miss TV. It was called the Oksana Show, and it was like the most horribly done, like just bootleg type of ridiculous show. And she had like a fake band with a fake crowd, and I think it would have been like really funny if they did it on TV. And they just would have given her the opportunity because the girl is hilarious. Like, if you listen to her, like, she sounds like Borat. She looks like Pamela Anderson, she talks like Borat. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I would keep her around. And also, she's also used as just like, a punching bag for the other divas like Caitlyn and AJ or whoever else is, there. And
they can get rid of Tamina's ass. That's what they can get rid of.
Tamina's just, I don't know.
There?
They just need like a girl that's gonna be like strong and mean. Like they have no one to do that.
Ugh.
Let's see. I'm trying to think.
Rosa.
I like Rosa Mendez.
Yeah, I like Rosa too. She just needs to get her personal issues set. I mean,
I think that she plays her role as a manager well, and I think she knows that she's not,
Well, I wish they would do that with more girls, Instead of pushing them to actually, like, wrestle all the time, do it like how they used to do it before, how they used to have, like, Terry and Kat. They wrestled, but they were mostly used for managerial purposes, but they did wrestle. But they weren't, like, taken so seriously. But they were a part of it. Like, you know what I mean? At least do that.
But you see, Terry and Kat, and back in the day, were basically also used as basically eye candy, walk around with their, like, as a matter of fact, I was watching the other day the Sting Face match they had at SummerSlam, and holy shit, if people thought women's wrestling was bad today, they obviously do not know what that was. That was just an abomination if you look at it wrestling skill wise. But then you see two hot girls rubbing all over each other in theher thongs and sticking their asses in each other's faces.
Nobody gives a shit.
It's like no one gives a shit, instant boner, So, but other than that, it's like you really can't criticize, just how bad women's wrestling is. I mean, now the girls at NXT are getting an opportunity of a lifetime because they're working next to Sarah Del Rey, who, to me, she's one of the top female wrestlers in the world. And Sarah Del Rey comes from, a background. I was listening to her Art of Wrestling podcast with Colt Cabana, and apparently she didn't have an athletic background. She was, she basically worked her way, the hard way to become the star that she is today. And the girls at NXT are learning a hell of a lot from her, and you can tell when you watch the show. When you watch these girls like, Audrey Marie and Emma and Paige and Sasha Banks.
Paige is badass already.
Yeah, no, but you know what? There's a difference between wrestling in front of 50 people and wrestling in front of 10,000 people.
But Paige wasn't bad. Even when Paige started off in FCW, she was still great.
She was a bit stiff. She was a bit stiff with her stuff. But now she's eased her way.
I don't know. I've always been behind her. I never thought she was stiff.
I never thought she was. I mean, she was just a tad stiff. That's fixable. Like, it's not, it's not a big issue. Like, that's why JR said, people were like, oh, why don't they call up Paige and Summer Rae? Give them time to develop their craft. I still think Paige can use a little bit more work on her promo skills.
I think it's fine.
Just a tad, just a tad.
It's just her accent. I'm sorry, I'm a big Paige fan.
No, I'm a big fan of her too, but I just think when she cuts a promo, it's not like she's gonna cry. Like, it sounds
Well, what
like
do you want her to do about her voice? I mean, that's like saying.
I get it, but I'm just saying she needs to just, I don't know, just spruce it up a bit. But other than that, that's why JR said, you know,
But that's her gimmick.
Give them time, you know, to really polish the craft. There is no type of rush. You know, eventually, you know, I forgot after Monday that Layla was still on the roster. You know, and Alicia Fox is apparently doing commentary on Saturday Morning Slam now. You know, so, and then now they're bringing up these two new girls for the new E show that's coming up in July. You know, that are quite
Eva
great.
and JoJo.
Yeah, Eva and JoJo. I mean, Eva is just absolutely gorgeous. You know, and you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare against, you know, these
Oh, but
girls.
what about JoJo? Huh?
JoJo's cute. JoJo looks like she just came out of high school, though.
She's another AJ.
You know, JoJo, but she doesn't look like 95 pounds wet. You know, she just looks like someone who just graduated high school. She has a very baby face.
Just like Kaylee Turner.
Okay, I know this is completely off subject, but I'm gonna ask, where the hell is Dustin?
Yeah, I know. I was wondering the same thing.
Dustin, Dallin douche, where you be?
Stop beating your meat, bro.
You need help?
Bullshit!
I think Dustin is masturbating to the Cat versus Terry Stinkface match that I just mentioned a little while. It's just wrestling, Dustin.
Probably.
I mean, he was tweeting a few minutes ago about, like, Skype or some shit, but, like...
What a bitch.
Anywho. So who else, if you had a choice to release from the roster, who would you let go?
Let's see.
Just pick 10. We'll start with you, Alan.
I have to pick 10?
Yeah, starting from number 10, who would you let go? From the least person who you think should be released to like the person you just want off the roster right away.
Oh God. Damn, that just made it 10 times harder because I was just gonna name off names and just like say fuck it, release them all because they all suck. But
there has to be a reason why they should be let go.
Well,
not just because they're just
okay.
They're
Let's start off with Jesus. Oh shit.
Jesus was not.
You want to release Jesus? You wish to release the Almighty Savior?
Oh God. Okay, number 10, I'm gonna put Zack Ryder there. I'm gonna put Zack Ryder there because I think the guy definitely has some potential as a wrestler, but aside from the moaning and the bitching and the complaining, I mean, I think he definitely has some potential for, you know, to be a good wrestler if he would just drop the Jersey Shore yo bullshit and, yeah, if he would drop that shit and, you know, acquire a new gimmick, a more serious style, I mean, I think it would be great for him, but...
He should, like, just snap and turn heel one day and just be a heel and being tired of taken as a joke or something. That'd be something, you know, to change.
It's different.
Yeah.
It'll definitely turn the tides for him completely. I mean, because this character is, like, how old already? Years and years old. It's just
he's had this character since 2009, so do the math.
It's pretty, yeah.
Alright, number 9.
Santino.
God, yes, he's gotta go.
See, but I like Santino. I think his he's like...
No, it's a joke. He himself is a joke. It's a complete joke.
I enjoyed him as a heel. When he was like a comedic heel with Beth Phoenix and Glamarella, I thought that was...
No. That ruined Beth Phoenix's WWE career. That Glamarella thing ruined it. Okay.
She said that was one of the most fun times in her career was doing Glamarella.
Maybe it was, but it killed her career after that. Beth Phoenix was amazing during her first run in WWE when she debuted the powerful Glamazon. Like, you can't expect to be taken so serious as like a destruction diva, the Glamazon, the most powerful dominant diva, but you're gonna date somebody like Santino. That's just one of those characters that should have never dated anyone. She should have just been the dominant. That was her role. She was good at what she was doing, and then they wanted to do that stupid joke of a gimmick.
But then you have to realize it gets kind of boring after a while because she basically tears through the whole diva roster, and it's kind of like, okay, where do you go now? So it added a sense of freshness to her.
But they didn't need
They tried it. They tried to do the whole babyface thing with her when she started wrestling Santino. they try to do the whole babyface thing, but she just, it wasn't as over as they expected it to be.
The whole grandmother thing, really, after that, she was a joke to me. It's just like Kane. Like, Kane's a joke to me. I don't take him serious. When you're supposed to be the big red machine, the big red monster, but you're gonna, get Lita pregnant, cry over losing a baby. Like, you're supposed to be like this demonic type of thing. Like, it was done and over with that.
Well,
Some people
get out.
I'm just saying.
Alright, Alan, number 8.
JTG.
JTG, okay, we all know that.
Yeah,
JTG
everybody knows that.
Number 7.
Boring as fuck.
Number 7. Okay, this is gonna take up the number 6 and 7 spot. Epico and Primo.
They're both.
Yeah, because doesn't seem like nobody knows what to do with them anymore.
Yeah, it's like, I agree when, it's like,
If they didn't have Rosa, they'd be screwed.
Yeah, they would be completely screwed because they do, like that article I read the other day said they lack, I mean, they're not bad wrestlers, but they're not great either. And they lack the charisma and the personality.
If I can save someone from that list, so far, I'd probably save Epico. And I tell you this for a reason, because the guy, like, I was watching an interview that they did on Saturday Morning Slam, I think, and Natalia was interviewing Rosa, Epico, and Primo, and you could just hear from their voice that it kind of just rolled off, the heel just rolled off naturally with Epico. But I can guarantee if they repackaged him, as this, like, and gave him, like, some name, okay, if they just let him use his name, what's his name, Eddie Cologne or something like that, or I think that's his name. No, that's not, that's Primo. I forgot his name. It's Edwin Cologne, that's what his name is, I think, or something like that. But, if they repackaged him and gave him a different gimmick and they just, no Rosa, no Primo, it's up to him. I think he can fare off, for a little while until they eventually do end up releasing him. Alright, number 6.
Number 6. Oh, jeez. Now we're getting to the hard part. I have to say the Big Show. I'm gonna put the Big Show on that list.
I agree with him.
He's absolutely. I'm so tired.
I mean,
he's turned by him.
Yeah, it's like one week he's a heel, next week he's a face, next week he's a heel.
Yeah.
I wrote
and he is definitely so far past his prime that it's like. Whereas unlike Kane can keep reinventing himself. I'm talking about longevity. Kane can reinvent himself and he can stay, but Big Show, it's just like, oh, well, I'm gonna turn heel this time for the 2,004,876th time.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
and then 2 weeks later, like I'm gonna turn face for the 4,657,000th time. It's just like, he's past his prime and he needs to go.
And it's not just his character too, it's actually his skills through his moveset. I mean, considering how big he is, he can't really do too much. I mean, he can't really run. I mean, when he does, it looks like he's waddling. He can't jump. I mean, you can't really do much with a guy that size. Except make him seem like he's an unstoppable force. Which he's really not. And
that gets us so far, like, you can't really get so far. I think, wasn't he like World Heavyweight Champion as a heel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it made me not want to watch the TV because, I don't know, it's the same old shit. Like, it really irks me.
See, they play that card a lot too when it comes to somebody as an unstoppable force with somebody that's so big. They play that way too much, like they did with Mark Henry.
Yeah, I was
going to
mention Mark Henry.
Old. And even when the Great Khali started off, I mean, considering he was a heel when he started, they made him seem like he was unstoppable. Which I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty good when he was in the feud with John Cena, as short as it was. But then it just got so damn boring because they played it off way too much.
And then didn't he debut at like a pay-per-view or something against The Undertaker or something like that?
Yeah, he did.
And then it was just like, okay, what is this guy doing? And then the only thing I have to say about the Great Khali, the best thing to come out of the Great Khali was the Punjabi prison match. Always thought that was a really cool concept of a match.
It really was. It was badass.
You know, I've never seen something like that.
The Punjabi Playboy.
The Punjabi Playboy. That's absolutely terrible. Alright, was that number 5? Was that number 6?
Yeah, that was number 5.
Alright, what's number...
Hornswoggle.
Was that number 5? Hornswoggle?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gotta go.
Gotta
that
go.
guy needs to be gone,
completely fucking useless. It's just gonna be blunt with, there's no other way to describe completely fucking useless.
Whatsoever.
No, it's the storylines that they run with him have been completely and utterly stupid. and he has no purpose. He just comes out there and dances with Kali, and then like sits there and is like, "Come on, Kali, go." It's like, "No, you're useless, you little spit fuck. Leave, go. Wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors." There's no other way I can describe that one.
See, let it be known though that we have nothing against these people personally, but as characters though, it's just so terrible.
You just want to like kill yourself.
Yeah.
I personally, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone, we would never wish anyone to lose their job. We're just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
As if we hope,
if we hold the COO power.
Yeah, it's just a case of fantasy
CEO,
booking, that's all. It's a case of fantasy booking, so people who are listening in, please don't take it to heart, because if you do, then quite frankly,
we're really nice people.
And if you do, spam Dustin because he's still not here, the son of a bitch.
It's okay, at Dustin Dallenbach.
At Dustin Destruct.
At Dustin Destruct.
Is that what it is? Dustin?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Him, because he has not been here for like the past 30 minutes.
Alright, number 4.
Oh my god. Okay, now let's see.
He just did number 4.
Yeah, that was number 4. I'm on 3 now.
Number 3.
Holy shit. Let's see. No, he's number 1. I'm gonna spoil number 1. He's number 1.
Oh, okay. Alright, number
Kali.
3.
Oh.
He's number 1. Number 2 and 3. I don't even know. I mean, it's like...
1, 2, and 3. I'm trying to think.
Slater should be on that list.
No. You just... Okay. Number 3.
That Indian guy.
Number 3, Jinder Mahal.
Yeah,
Jinder
Mahal.
Mahal.
I was about to say that.
And then number 2, Heath Slater. That's it. That completes the list. I mean, Drew McIntyre's safe because I think Drew McIntyre is a great wrestler. They're just, I don't know who he pissed off or what happened to where he fell from grace, but...
He got beat up by Tiffany. He got beat up by Tiffany.
Apparently Tiffany cleared up the rumors, and apparently Drew McIntyre is a pussy, and apparently he didn't want to stand up for something that when they went to a party together or whatever, and she or some guy like was trying to start a fight with Drew, I guess because of his fame and notoriety. You know, they knew who he was, and Drew tried to walk away from the problem, and the guy kept like making fun of him, calling names and all this other shit. And Tiffany stepped up and beat the shit out of the guy, and then she basically beat the shit out of the guy and defended her husband. That's why the whole thing got called for like a domestic dispute. So whoever reported it to be an actual domestic problem between them two, I think that's what eventually caused problems between them and their relationship, was because of that, because of the whole entire deal that she lost her job with WWE based on that whole incident, which was a shame because I thought she was actually, you know, pretty...
No, I knew from the get-go the girl was not going to last in the WWE. Now she's in TNA. I knew from the get-go.
I mean, I thought she was decent in the ring compared to most girls that were on the roster at the time. You know, I thought she was decent, and you know, the girl could take some serious bumps. You know, that most girls, you know, wouldn't even think about taking. You know, and I'm glad that you know she's still pursuing professional wrestling. You know, and you know in TNA. So
I mean, she's actually not bad in TNA either. I've watched some of her stuff. She's really not that bad. And everybody thought she was just going to be another blonde Barbie. Like
she's going to end up like she's going to end up like Brooke. She's going to, you know, improve just dramatically. And TNA's was going to help her bring out that inner wrestler inside of her. So,
all right. But you're number 1, Mr. Shippy.
The Great Khali.
Great Khali.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know the reason behind that one.
God, where do I fucking start on that one? I mean, that'll take up a whole hour of our show tonight. Would be just describing why that motherfucker should be released.
You know, it'd be hilarious if we've been talking this whole time and Alan forgot to press the record button.
Actually, I have the record program up on my screen the whole time, so I can see that the whole thing is recording. I can see the time, how long we've been recording and all that stuff.
All right.
We have been recording for an hour and 18 minutes, if anybody's keeping time.
All right.
Skype says an hour and 51 minutes, but we didn't.
We're gonna move things over to Steven. Steven, your top 10 on who you would let go from WWE.
No, we're not losing Dustin. Never mind.
Oh God, top 10.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
Starting from number 10.
Can I get a pass?
Why does it include basically my list? Is it like basically my list?
My list is basically Alan's list.
Yeah, just about.
Damn. Okay, so we're switching over them two and going to you, Remy. Who's your top 10?
Probably number 10. Our lists are pretty similar, but I think at number 10 I'd probably start off with all of 3MB, and it's nothing against Drew McIntyre. The guy is awesome, but I don't know, for some reason, even when he was Intercontinental Champion, even, when he was doing this whole, oh, I'm the chosen one, look at me, I just couldn't get behind it. He's a very talented guy in the ring. He's very good at what he does. But I don't know. I really don't know. I think maybe 3MB right now is helping bring out their inner, character.
And it's not working though. 3MB
but
is
Heath
going
Slater,
nowhere.
Heath Slater is pretty, hilarious, when he was by himself, and I didn't mind it, but now you have, Jinder Mahal and
who
Drew
completely
McIntyre.
doesn't fit in the group.
Yeah, no, they
Jobbers
all don't fit
unite.
together. That's like the most random tandem of 3 human beings and just of a stable. It's just terrible.
Jobbers unite.
So I don't know if I could just count that as just one. Number 9, I probably would say, and I love her to death, and I really, really do, but I just feel that maybe she's better off doing other endeavors. Maybe she can head to TNA and do something where her career is Alicia Fox. And I think, again,
You
this
mean
becomes... Rihanna, no.
I like Alicia. I mean,
Alicia Fox,
Alicia's like one of those stay away divas. She's just there just in case. I like her. But I do have to say the diva who I think really needs to go, it's about the time to go, is Layla. As much as I love Layla and I have been behind Layla.
Hey, whose list is this? Mine, not yours.
Do I give a shit? Do I give a shit? No.
This is my list, not yours.
And,
Be gone.
and, no one wants to hear what you have to say.
Alright, number...
Them be fighting words.
Sitting...
I'll get him later.
Just getting back to Alicia Fox, I think she's a very talented girl. I remember when she won the Divas Championship, it was kind of like one of those what the fuck, what just happened type deal. And eventually she grew on me as a character. I think she's adorable as a baby face. But
She had a good heel too.
I mean, and she had this like really bitchy, I can kick your ass.
Yeah,
and the girl can go.
bitch.
And William Regal said this, and I can vouch for him as well. She probably has one of the best bridges in the entire business. Like, if you ever want,
So why you want her to go then, bitch?
no, but I just think that they don't know what to do with her. Like, she's just been sitting on. I mean, it's not her fault, but I mean, they might as well just cut her, cut her losses.
Has something.
I
think they need to do that with Layla, not Alicia, because Alicia has potential. Alicia can play the role. Layla is just done. Like, her time is up in the WWE. She's too old. She needs to go ahead and start a family. She is so thirsty on Instagram, always posting these sad ass pictures about love. Like, just leave the WWE.
And
Like 30 something.
She's approaching 40, but then again, you have to realize that Layla, she's a very talented competitor, but then again, she's another one who's just lost in the shuffle. Like, I forgot after Monday that she was even a part of the roster. It's like, who the hell is this girl walking British flag, who, by the way, looks fine as hell, and then it's like, oh shit, it's Layla. It's like, holy shit, it's Layla. And now you have, these girls that are, being introduced more, like Cameron, Naomi, and then you have the reintroduction of the Bella Twins, and then you have Caitlyn as a Divas champion, and you have AJ on the side. It's kind of like the rest of the girls on the roster are kind of non-existent in a way. My number 8 pick would have to probably be Michael McGillicuddy. And
I don't agree with that one. I think that dude is definitely set for a breakout sometime soon.
Well, I mean, it needs to happen now or it's never gonna happen. And I tell you this, the guy, I mean, I remember, I went to an FCW show back in 2010. This was like at the very beginning of NXT season 1. And, this was back when he was known as Joe Henning. Right before NXT season 2 when he was called up for the roster and they changed him to that god awful name. And, he had a title match. It was the main event against Alex Riley, who at the time was the FCW heavyweight champion. And during his entrance, it was quite hilarious. He was trying to get the crowd riled up, and it was a case of Zach Disasterism.
Oh God!
Where he was like clapping and nobody was cheering, and it was like I can literally drop a pen on the floor, and that's all you'll hear. It'll get a louder reaction. And eventually I had to stand up and like start clapping for the guy because I felt kind of bad that nobody was cheering for him, and he just like kind of slid in the ring like, okay, no one's clapping. Like this is really bad. And I think the guy, is very, very talented, and the guy can go in the ring, but again, it's one of those things.
Talented.
But they are. I think each WWE superstar, it takes a lot to do what they do, but if you're not gonna do something with someone, let them go, I guess find their niche. Is that niche? Is that the way you say
niche,
it? Yeah, go find their niche, elsewhere. Let them travel the world, for a while, and then come back and maybe give it a go for round two.
We can go help them find their niche. All homo.
Number 7, I have to say, is Alex Riley. Alex Riley is a guy who had this really big momentum, coming from his babyface turn when he turned on The Miz, a few years ago, and then it died down, and apparently there's reasons behind that. But I think that the guy is just your generic cookie cutter type WWE wrestler. Like you have the standard trunks, the cool little haircut, and then you have the really cool rock music, and that's it. I mean, that's really it. Like if you take Alex Riley's entrance theme away from him, he's pretty much just who is this guy?
Well, his mic work was never stellar either.
I mean, he sounds like he was ordering a pizza from off the phone. I would like this and that, and it's like, okay, that's
yeah. And I want no anchovies, and I mean no anchovies. You put anchovies, and you're in big trouble, Mister.
Let me see. Number 6, Yoshitatsu.
Oh shit! Yeah. I completely forgot about him. I was gonna say he's alive. Damn.
I think his theme song is one of the better theme songs of WWE, and I say it for a reason because it's just it just makes you want to get up and start dancing.
The funny thing is, if you look on his Twitter profile, supposedly he's named his fan base or something.
Yoshi Army.
Yeah, it's there's enough of them to have one.
Yeah. Reality, and the thing I started liking is he started carrying his little action figure on with him and taking pictures of it in places that he would be at. He'll put a weight next, he'll be in the gym and then put his action figure next to a weight. I'm at the gym. Or he'll put his action figure next to the shower. I'm taking a shower.
Yeah, he turned into that traveling fucking gnome, dude. It's kind of annoying after a while.
And the guy is somewhat, I think the only time I was really behind Yoshitatsu is when he kicked Shelton Benjamin in the head and won his first match on ECW. And after that, I was just kind of okay, you're old. You're old news. What number was I on? Number 6?
Yeah.
Is this number 6?
Yeah, this is number 5.
It's number 5?
Yeah, you're on number 5.
So this is number 5.
Yeah, this is what you're about to say is number 5.
Alright, number 5, I'm gonna say Evan Bourne. And I think the guy is freaking awesome in the ring, but I really feel he's gonna fuck it up again. I really feel that he's gonna get busted with marijuana again, and he's eventually he's gonna cause his own release.
Oh yeah, and
I think that maybe they should do it before, and he just posted a picture on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram, and the guy is freaking he looked I don't know, maybe he's on the guy is a beast now. He looks like he's been hitting the gym every day for the last year that he's been out. The guy looks like John Cena now. It's a little scary looking. But apparently, I saw a little clip from his comeback match at NXT, and apparently he looks like he hasn't lost a step, and that injury that he had, in re-injuring his foot, twice, it's kind of scary, and it's one of those things where it's Edge, you don't know if you can recover from it.
But I guess I agree with that. I think he's a ticking time bomb. I really think that he just like Swagger. I mean, he'll fuck it up eventually. It's just one of those things he can't stay away from.
Speaking of Swagger, he is my number 4 pick. I can't stand the guy. I never liked Jack Swagger.
I think I think he came in as the replacement Kurt Angle, because he reminds me of Kurt Angle, except Kurt Angle's a 10,000 leagues better wrestler. But it's just the same type of gimmick, the same type of dress, the same, basically the same thing.
I think that Jack Swagger, I think he had a lot of momentum going into when he was, when Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler were doing that really awful feud.
Yeah, that should never have earned a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it was terrible. I think that they had the opportunity to turn him babyface when he turned on Michael Cole, and I think it could have worked.
I feel really bad for the people that went to that WrestleMania.
They got to see Snooki. How can you complain?
I mean, the only thing that saved that WrestleMania was Triple H versus The Undertaker. That was the only saving grace of that WrestleMania.
I thought that Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio and CM Punk versus Randy Orton were really, really stellar matches.
I mean, those were good matches, but those were something that you could see on Raw. It's like, they didn't feel like WrestleMania hyped to me. Like, Triple H versus The Undertaker did. And it was like, that was the only thing, honestly, that made, I was like, I actually thought about going to that WrestleMania before I went to 28. I was like, maybe I should go to 27. I was like, nah, I'll pass. We'll see where they are next year. And then it was like...
Alright, and, back to the countdown. Number 3, I'm gonna include this as a group pairing. I'm gonna include Hunico and Camacho.
So that
and
takes
no, I'm
up
not talking about...
two. So you got one more.
Okay, alright, well, Hunico and Camacho are my number 3 and 2 pick, and I say this because I think that it's so just stereotypical to turn, cause he's Mexican, to turn him into this like, oh look at me, I'm a Vato Cholo type, you know, look at me riding on my lowrider bicycle looking like I just got thrown out of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you know, so I think that,
you know. So sexy for that. But it's so sexy.
Oh, God.
So who's your number one?
My number 1 pick
Drum roll.
Would probably have to be R-Truth. I just don't like him.
That's a good one.
That's the best way to play it.
Here's some. I thought of some notable mentions while you were going down your list. Notable mention number 1, Justin Gabriel.
Yeah.
Notable mention
I
number
like
2.
Justin Gabriel, though.
I like Justin Gabriel too. I'm a fan of Justin Gabriel, but I just don't feel. I feel like he's just been scoundering along. He's just been tucked away in battle. Yeah, just there, tucked away in battle royals. Maybe on main event one week or another week, and he's just there. He really doesn't have like a set character. He just comes out there to his catchy music and just is like smiles and, hey, look at me, I got awesome hair and I smile a lot. You know.
I wave my hair back and forth.
And then
how did I forget this one? Another notable mention on that top 10 list. Actually, quite a few of them. I feel like the list is going to continue. It's Sin Cara.
Yes, that was notable mention number 2 for me.
I don't know how I forgot.
Okay, here's notable mention number 3, Rey Mysterio.
Well, he's on his way out, so you really don't have to.
Well, he's on the mention list, so we can cross that one off when it happens.
You know, he's also suffered his knees are bad, dude. He suffered so many injuries already. I think it's just time for him to go.
Also,
not because he's terrible, but just for his health.
Also, someone who he's not a wrestler, but I just can't stand him because he makes too many damn tag team matches. Is Teddy Long? I think that
4 people standing in the ring. The countdown begins. The Teddy Long's entrance music. It's going to be a tag team match, playa.
You know, and I think that he was cool at first as SmackDown general manager, but that was what in 2000.
To do with him?
They're planning on turning him heel, correct?
Yeah, it's like that. I'm actually curious to see that.
He was a heel. He managed. Who did he manage? He managed. What was the guy that he managed on Raw? This was like when he first like showed up as like not a referee. I think he managed Jazz, and he managed the guy who used to be with Jazz.
I want to see him in the. I'm curious to see him in the heel leadership role, and see how he.
Rodney Mack, that was his name, Rodney Mack. And I think
Isn't he married to Jazz?
Yeah, that's the guy. I'm talking about the guy who managed. He managed Rodney Mack, and he managed Jazz, and he managed Chris Nowinski. So it was one of those things where it was like, I really want this guy to go already because he's just, quite frankly, he just sucks.
Who?
Teddy Long. I just want him to go already.
Oh, poor Teddy.
Alright, is Dustin Dallenbooth not back yet?
I think he's gone. I don't know. It's just
Oh, wow.
he just forgot to quit his Skype or something because I don't think he's coming back. He's tweeting.
I was having this.
I mean, he's on Twitter though. He's tweeting about doing his wrestling study or whatever.
That's probably what he's doing.
And all types of ill shit.
Hey.
Speaking of
there he is.
Oh,
There's
there he is.
Dalvin.
Holy
Hey.
shit, he is still alive!
Damn. Welcome to the show that we've
time.
welcome to the show that we've been recording for an hour and 34 minutes.
You're no help, asshole!
I've been here the whole time.
Well, then why the fuck
been
haven't you
talking-
said anything, asshole?
You've been beating his meat.
Yeah, after Remy talked about that thong match, he went and searched that shit up. He went and
Yeah.
searched
Cat
that shit
Terry
up.
Fong match? What?
No, alright, so Dustin, we're gonna include you on this, and if you hopefully you won't disappear as in trying to finish my sentence. If you had to choose 10 people starting from number 10 all the way to number 1, 10 being the least important, 1 being the most important, of people you would have to release from the WWE, who would you release starting with number 10? Go.
Oh god, he disappeared again.
Gone.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
What
Oh,
a
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so name your 10 people that you
I'm
would...
here.
Name your 10 people, let's go!
Oh. I'm going. Calm down.
Coming.
Oh my god.
What?
Ah!
Man, I come back into the conversation, laughing starts happening, and it's been serious, so I like that. But, number 10. Oh man,
10. Number 10 comes after number 9.
well, I know that.
Number 11.
Hey, whose mic time is it? Mine.
Oh,
Damn.
But
Girl,
you
make
on a
it-
computer, not mine.
Make a sandwich and your roll.
I'm killing.
Number 10, Big Show. He's boring as heck, and pretty much all his moves now are the weapon of mass destruction to the gut. Weapon of mass... Why am I stuttering over myself? The weapon of mass destruction to the head, so he needs to go, because really, what can he do except eat Twinkies?
Hey, you need to be a star, sir.
Is sweet.
Be a star. We're not a bullying show. You take that back.
Okay, everybody just ignore Remy. He's highly sensitive and a little bitch. We do. We like to partake in being an asshole.
Okay, so who's number 9?
I'm trying to fix myself on WWE13. Number 9.
Oh my god.
What?
Focus
We're
on...
talking about real life, not on your fucking video game universe mode, goddammit.
Number 9. Crap, this is hard.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We all picked our list relatively easily.
I like Zack Ryder, but he's a good wrestler. Like, he has potential, but he's just not getting the job done. His character is flat as heck.
Is it because he's white?
It's because
Well, I'm white, so I guess that doesn't have much future.
No, hey, you can't take mine. No.
It's your out.
That started with me though. I'm my own...
I'm just disappearing. Alright. Number 8. Alex Riley. I've never really seen anything in it. Maybe I'm what?
Except a very bad tan. That's all.
Well, I mean, all he had was like a Jersey Shore spray tan. That's the only thing he had.
Damn, I said the same thing. Alright, we lost, I think we lost, right now. Oh, no, we didn't.
Well,
There we go.
Go on.
Okay, number 7.
I've took back a backseat for the last hour and a half, so I'm gonna talk. Let's see. Number 7. As much as I like Tyson Kidd, his personality is exactly ever going to get him over, so therefore WWE's probably never going to use him.
Plus his old hairstyle, man, he gave me a tumor. Old hairstyle with just a little line of hair on his front head. I seriously got a brain tumor after seeing that.
I'm a tumor.
Yeah, and it was singing right there in my fucking head.
Number 6. Holy Keith Slater. I mean, he's, as much as he tries, he cannot get over it. I mean, they're using him as a joke and like a comedian kind of guy, and the fans are on their intermission. He's like this generation's version of Cream Force.
Oh God. God, no. That's terrible.
Damn.
That's cruel to Heath Slater. Why would you say that? And Kramer, if you're listening to this, yes, we don't like you.
I dig Cream. He just needs to back off.
Annoying as fuck.
No.
He needs to
He's a
stop
good
he needs to stop asking you to keep him warm.
This isn't about Cream right now. Comedy session will be in a little while. Number 5. I think. Or was I on 4?
You're on 5.
No, 5, yeah.
5. Drew McIntyre. Good wrestler, but you can see that WWE has absolutely nothing for it.
It's the hair. It's the hair. He needs to get a down press perm.
Like Remy, I think Remy was touching on how he got in some kind of altercation with him and Tiffany, and that will probably forever screw him. Like,
Number 4.
Jinder Mahal.
God damn.
Why? Because he's just a boring Muhammad Hassan wannabe.
I would like to have that hat he has. I would like to try it on. It feels like.
What, the turban?
That's what I always forget what they're called, the turban. Number 3.
Number 3. JTG.
Damn.
Why? Because he fell off the face of the earth, and I didn't even know he existed anymore, and except for once in a while to have a job when they're really desperate. Number 2. Hornswoggle.
Number 1.
The
I don't know
midget
why he's
from
around.
hell.
Okay, number 1.
Number 1. The most easiest decision in the world, the Great Khali.
Okay, so I think we join on a general consensus here that all 5 of our lists are exactly fucking identical. I mean, we all think alike.
If I can add someone like another honorable mention.
You can't add no one, bitch. Just kidding.
Fuck you. How about that one? Anyway,
Later.
No, anyways, I'd say Brodus Clay and Tensai.
Yeah, that's a good honorable mention. We forgot them.
I never liked Tensai. I mean, when he came back, it was just so.
I liked him as A-Train.
Yeah, when he was A-Train, Albert, all that shit. He was good then.
It was. But when he came back as Tensai, it just was not good whatsoever. I never got into it. It was just boring.
Man, the worst mistake that they made with him though was letting him use his Japanese, gimmick basically to be like, hey, I'm back, but I'm the same person that you guys know, but yet I'm this new gimmick that's not going to get over whatsoever. But yeah, we're gonna let you keep it because we don't know why, but hell, just go out there. Basically,
I'm surprised the PG audience remembers Albert.
Well, I think it's more evident where he goes though. Like some of the crowds are just like they're not into it, but then the real wrestling cities are like start chanting Albert and A-Train and all that other crap.
While I'm over here chanting hairy chest. That was one hairy son of a bitch, dude.
No, George Steele was a hairy son of a bitch, okay?
That too, he was. Dude, I'm a hairy son of a bitch. You wanna see my balls?
No. Fuck no.
Wow.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I trim. Everyone.
Okay, TMI?
I don't trim, period.
I shave my butt too.
Dude,
Lovely.
no one cares.
Yet you cared enough to answer and reply.
Hey, I'm watching Les Thatcher on my television screen. Silence.
He's watching what?
You're telling me you don't know who Les Thatcher is?
I couldn't understand what you said, damn it!
Les Thatcher?
Yeah.
Is that Margaret Thatcher's brother?
You guys seriously don't know who Les Thatcher is?
What is that, some kind of porno?
You guys gotta do
do you like Google all these like old time wrestlers? Like you remind me of Cameron.
Yeah.
What's your favorite match? My favorite match was Melina versus Alicia Fox. What was your favorite match? Les Thatcher versus Luthez. A match that like probably never took place.
Hey, first off, there's absolutely nothing wrong with studying wrestling history. Second off, that's not my favorite match.
So he said.
No, his favorite match is Zach Disaster. We all know that.
Third off, it's studying wrestling history isn't something you like to do. That this probably wouldn't be the ring you want to get in.
Are you like offering sex?
Holy shit. What the fuck
Before
was
this
that?
conversation gets any weirder,
Wait, we need some sort of pornographic music of some sort
wait, hold on.
to fit the music.
Oh yeah. Oh, Justin, right there. Oh God. Yes, right. Talk me, bitch. Talk. Not that way.
Okay, I'm done. I can't.
I can't-
Porno film
Oh,
ever.
wow. That was something.
That was funny.
That was hilarious. You said not that way?
I said, not that way. I said, cock me, bitch, but not that way.
Wow.
I can't.
That was funny.
Alright. Bear with me here. I'm eating.
Who's leaving?
No.
It's now 1:30 where I am at.
It's 2:30 where I'm at.
2:30 where I'm at, too.
And
What
I'm
time
at
is
3.
it where you're at?
I just said 2:30.
Not you, dipshit.
Well,
Dustin, what time is it where you're at?
time for him to get a
11:30.
watch.
11:30?
It's
He
11:30?
said 12:30.
Damn.
Oh yeah, 11:30.
Oh.
I think he did say 11:30. Look,
Jeez.
I forget that West Coast time zone.
What's food?
Please tell me you didn't just say that.
He did.
God, I'm gonna go
Who
commit
just said that?
suicide.
Can I watch?
You if you do,
Yeah.
could you leave a note and sign it so I can say I had your autograph?
Well, can you like, when I'm done, can you like go to my Twitter and just put that I'm like chilling in the ground now? Off it.
I would totally do that. I put hashtag I'm dead, bitches.
Yeah,
Leave me your sperm.
go to my. Well, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Now you're well.
It's over 18.
It's doable.
You guys gonna have?
Are you?
You guys gonna have? You guys are gonna have babies that look like Hunico and Darren Young.
First of all, don't even compare me to Darren Young, okay? I'm too cute for that. Stop.
Would you rather me compare you to Titus O'Neil?
Oh god, he's just scared. No, don't even. Ew, I can't. Don't get me started. Don't get me started about black people.
I had a dream.
Alright, that's not even cool. That is not even
I
cool.
bet you he's like church. I bet he wishes he took his dream back.
I did.
He wishes he never dreamt.
I did by setting the dog on fire.
Oh my god. We didn't even, wait, what was it, what we were talking about again? I kinda I blanked out. The what?
Our favorite sex position.
Oh really?
Late night comedy hour?
Yeah.
I would have
Let's
to.
let's start with Alan, since his sex life is a comedy hour.
Damn.
Oh shit! Ouch!
What?
Fuck you, Steven, you son of a bitch.
I thought we should have maybe started with Dustin Dallenbouche.
Are you serious?
Studying right now.
Justin, provide us with some wrestling advice and motivational quotes. Just don't give me a strongman speech because I will have to twist your neck.
Wait, what do you want from me?
Okay, let you.
What do you want from me?
Am I talking to a wall? Am I
I
talking
love
to a
that
wall?
song. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that.
I was like, Justin, give us some tips and wrestling advice.
Yeah. Mr. Inspirational guy.
Give us some inspiration.
Come on, Tony Atlas.
Just don't give us a strongman speech because I will twist your neck.
This motherfucker just says Tony Atlas.
He laughs like him too.
I remember we come here, Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, Dayton, Ohio. We used to sit right here in Dayton, Ohio. We used to you remember that shit? Does anybody remember that promo? When they were that backstage segment with him and Mark Henry?
Oh yeah, and then they all end up leaving.
Yeah, like Mark Henry sitting there trying to eat. He's trying to eat, and Tony Atlas comes and sits down next to him, and he's like, "Mark, let me tell you about last time we were here in Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, we used to wrestle right here, and that shit was funny as hell. Like,
No, the funniest one was when he's talking to all like the young guys backstage, and he's rubbing WD-40 on his arms. He's rubbing WD-40 on his arms. And he's talking about how he used to wrestle here, there, and everywhere, and he won't stop talking. And basically, everyone just left, and he's still talking, like still rambling, while rubbing WD-40 on his arms.
Rick,
Maybe
you
he likes
bastard.
that stuff.
Alright, how many hours have we hit, Alan?
we are at 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Anybody gonna really watch this shit? Or
You're gonna have a serious,
I'm gonna have a fun time tomorrow morning editing this.
Yeah, once you edit it or whatever, just
Add
like,
music.
bird.
Add music.
I'll say this
Background
conversation's been a little too serious today.
It hasn't been serious. It's been nothing but comical.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say,
us ranting.
it's been,
Yeah, about half of it was comical, but the other half was kind of serious.
I said,
It's like
Skype,
Nancy
even
Skype
if it's
says we've
quiet.
been on for 2:45, but that was like the first half that we didn't. We were trying to decide the name of the show and what we were going to talk about.
I still think we should have been to the demonic grandma.
Demonic grandma.
The demonic-
Steven, I blame the seriousness of this conversation on you and me for being quiet.
I like the brass.
What do you mean, me and you and me? You're the one that's been quiet.
But see, the show is called the Untitled.
Should we call it
damn.
Brazzers?
The show is called the Untitled Roundtable.
We are not the Braziers.
We don't have a set topic.
Brazzers.
The Braziers.
The Pornhubs.
Okay.
Alright, I think we should probably end our first episode on this note then so we can at least plan what the next episode is going to be like.
And are we? We need to like what night we're going to record this and like how often we want to do an episode and all that other stuff.
I have no life, so let's do this all.
Yeah, neither do I.
So
I have free time at night.
I have free time.
Alright, well let's go ahead and end this. So
Alright, well, this was the first episode of the Untitled Roundtable, and quite frankly, it was a very interesting one at that.
yeah, very entertaining.
Yeah, too bad none of us had sex.
I know, right?
Well,
Alright, well, any last final words for our hopeful viewers?
I did not drop the soap. It was shampoo.
okay, we're ending it on that. That was that. Okay, that was funny as hell. I think we should just end it there.
Thank you.
Kind of like Dustin's penis. That was funny as hell too.
Go to sleep, seriously, go to sleep.
Well,
right.
that is the first episode of
The Untitled Roundtable, until next time, we are signing off.